Shane here. All right, it looks like we're connected. Oh, so it's connected. There we go. Comments. Hi, yo, start signing for the Rivian soon. We're working on it. We're working on it. We'll talk about that. Rivian might bring up their. Come on. Is there any real concern of this? Is there any real concern of this? I mean, the infotainment is like better than a stock car, but it's like it's really not a Tesla level. So, I mean, that's like kind of seems to be the whole story with the software in this car. But you guys can hear us. Everything looks good. We live, boys. Yeah. Comma hack. It's a beautiful day for a hackathon. We're right outside our. We got this beautiful parking lot over here, rented by the office. Beautiful old town. We got Lucas, who did the port here. He did the Tesla port too. That's Shane. Cartoon, comma. Mike's here for the hackathon. Here's 1.7. Okay. Gen 1 or Gen 2? This is Gen 1. But I think the Gen 2 should not be any different, right?
I have no idea. If there's anyone who is willing to...
Yeah. You got a Gen 2 Rivian, pop in the Discord channel. We'd love to test. But this should work with the Gen 1 R1T and R1S, right? At least.
Yes.
At least, yeah. Maybe it works for the Gen 2. I'm looking at some... Yeah, beautiful weather. Beautiful weather for a hackathon, really, really. Our participants are coming from far and wide, and they're really enjoying the weather here. Shall we go for a drive? Well, let's wait until we get to maybe 120 people. We'll go for the drive. Any questions in the meantime? I'll show you guys. So we got the device, looking pretty good. Cable's nicely routed-ish. The install is down here, unfortunately. So it's not like a nice install on the camera cover like most cars. But, you know, it's not too bad. It's like, what would you say, like a nice half-hour install, Shane? Mm-hmm. It's very doable, right? It's just requires a little bit of patience. I think, is there any good video out there, Lucas?
Yes, there's one user who already did a video.
Okay.
Another user created a PDF with all the instructions. So
have out of spec reviews make a video on this. Yeah, we saw him at CES, and he said he was interested. He just didn't know which car. So the Rivian turns out to be pretty good. There's one big caveat on the Rivian. We don't get set speed, so we're gonna have to hide this little box here on the Rivian for now, or figure out a way to get it. That's one little caveat on the Rivians. Will the 3X be required? This isn't CAN FD, right?
No, it's CAN.
Yeah. Okay, so COM 3 will work if you want to use a COM 3.
Is the radar CAN FD?
No, the points are on CAN.
Cool. Oof, this guy's getting a little close to us. Thank God for Turo. Yes. Know any car jokes? No, if you know one, go for it. But yeah, let's go for the drive. I don't know if anybody saw the Snazzy Labs video on Twitter. His tune was it's very much a work in progress. So we've kind of dialed it in now. Everything you can see here is on openpilot master now. So if you have a Rivian and you want to drive the openpilot master, this is the experience you'll have. We're working on adding longitudinal. Yeah, let's go. So this got to park. But yeah, Rivian has a little bit of a unique install, unfortunately. But again, very doable. It has this little set speed quirk. We're still investigating this. But at this point, you do get lateral and longitudinal at the same spot. So it should be a very capable platform. We can gauge here.
Well, somebody said you cut out whenever you talked about what was missing.
What was missing?
The set speed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we'll go to that in a sec. But yeah, low speed control needs a little bit of work. You can see a little bit of wheel shake. We mostly tested this on the highway. We did a little bit of testing with longitudinal and experimental mode. But yeah, we've just had this car for like a day-ish. I know you worked on this last night, Shane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's only been in our hands for like 12, 24 hours. Otherwise, it's been like a community work in progress until now. So we'll just give you guys a little taste of our test loop. Alright, turn off the set speed, engage. Alright, oh, stock ACC is not so good. So this is Rivian stock ACC right now, and then openpilot doing steering. So you can see it's pretty smooth. Getting up to highway speeds. You're getting good questions, yeah.
The bit rate seems to be bad.
Bit rate is bad? No. I think it was better on X, but we didn't have comments. Can you guys like not see anything? Okay, be a little cautious here. The Rivian ACC is not the best. Hopefully we can swap it for openpilot ACC soon. Really the main hurdle is that set speed issue. So if you guys missed that, the Rivian does not publish the set speed on CAN, it seems, which is a little bit annoying. Let's see if we can figure something out there.
Marco said he noticed the wheel shake on other platforms. That could be the overriding, the safety.
Is that what he's saying, or is that what you're saying?
That's what we're saying.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the wheel shake, so at low speed you get this wheel shake. Low speed has several issues. One of them is likely that it thinks you're overriding the steering wheel and it drops the torque and then has to ramp back up. So this is going to be a project we're going to run very soon, probably after Comet Hack. Yeah, if you guys didn't watch the last stream, we got a hackathon going on right now, Comet Hack 5, where we got all these participants who've recorded cars, and now we're bringing them over here, and they're going to ship them. We got Sonny of Sunny Pilot fame. I'm sure a whole bunch of you have driven with Sunny Pilot. We got Lucas, who did the Tesla Rivian ports, and we've got some other Hyundai contributors, and some new people in the ecosystem. So I hope you guys see a lot of activity on the car ports for this release.
Oh, somebody asked, does this only work when the Gen 1 has autonomous roads available, like the Driver Plus?
No.
So yeah, this
works everywhere.
this should work everywhere. It doesn't require being on a mapped road or anything.
CCC isn't that comfortable. I wish I had a slightly longer full distance.
And yeah, long is working on the R1T. We just have a few issues to iron out. We're working on the radar parser now, which is promising. I think we get all the data, and it just looks slightly different than what we're already parsing. So
yeah, I mean that's the thing with
easy.
these cars. Each car has its own like little quirks, and then you just have to kind of have to play around with it, and see what you can do with it. Set speed is the weirdest quirk I've seen in a while, besides all the Hyundais being different. So Sonny and Chris at the hackathon are kind of unraveling the Hyundai nest right now. We have a whole bunch of Hyundai carports that are blocked on basically all these little variations that Hyundai's doing in their cars. Like they change the steering message, they move this around, they move that around. It's not clear how they deal with all this complexity. So we have to kind of unravel that a bit, refactor things. But rest assured, we will have a whole bunch of Hyundai carports. Probably some coming this release, and then some coming the following release in a couple months. I think we're going to do the Carnival this release, EV9. We have an EV9 and some kind of Telluride.
Telluride, yeah.
Yeah. It's like the latest Telluride?
Yeah. I think maybe 24.
Alright, so we're going to do a lane change in the Rivian. You see it's pretty smooth so far. We'll see how it does on this curve up here. But yeah, if you guys saw the Snazzy Labs video, it looks nothing like that. I don't know if he's tried this tune yet. We just pushed it probably at like 2 a.m. last night or something. It's probably not. But yeah, looks very smooth, right? This is using torque control in openpilot. And then soon we'll enable torque D, so it should learn essentially the tuning gains live while you're driving. It's like an auto tune for your steering wheel. A couple quick lane changes.
Alex asked if they already have a 3X and a Rivian R1T. They just need the harness, nothing else.
Is this Alex? Our Alex? Or is this just some Alex?
Some Alex.
Oh, I see. Yeah, if you have a 3X, all you need is the harness. We don't have the harnesses quite yet. There may be some community ones available before we sell ours. We'll probably have them in the shop. We're going to try really hard to have them in stock for this year 9.8 release in like a week. But unlikely for exactly the release, but definitely within the next like 3-4 weeks we should have them. Same with, we just placed a big order for Tesla Hardware 3 harnesses. Let's see how this does. Might be going a little fast, but we'll see how it does. The Rivian has lots of torque. Rivian is a great open pilot car. This is great.
That was nice.
This is really nice. Yeah. This is actually really good. This is really good.
It has slow down for curves.
Nice. The ACC actually isn't that bad. This is like very usable. This is a very capable car. Cutting this turn a little bit. I would be very happy with this open pilot experience. In fact, I am very happy with this open pilot experience. Gotta polish it up a bit. But it's looking good.
Somebody said they're excited for the arm with the combo body.
Oh. Maybe we'll show that tomorrow.
Okay.
Or maybe today. I don't know. If we have time today, we'll show it. I'm not sure how much progress the scene's made. I'll check in with him. You've seen, it's not, yeah. He likes to show things off when they're done. He doesn't like to hype things up too much, so we'll check in with him tomorrow once he's worked on it a little bit more. Yeah, this is actually quite comfortable. So let's see how it does in some stop and go. We gotta fix these dash alerts. Like, it's telling me to keep my hands on the wheel. But openpilot's got DM. Openpilot knows I'm paying attention. With its little DM emoji. Right here. This is actually really good. I'm really happy with this experience. There's definitely some polishing up to do. We'll get it done before the release. But it's looking like you guys are going to get Tesla and Rivian in this release, which will be really cool. And then tomorrow we'll do Mach-E. We'll see if Mach-E we can just do. We have a whole bunch of people driving around on them already. So I think it's already pretty good, but I've never driven it yet. So we'll see. We want to make sure these cars are like beautifully polished for you guys before they ship to release. Yeah, I don't know. It's a very chill drive. Chill San Diego day, chill drive. That's kind of the theme of this Scott the Hack. Ship you guys more and more cars. Bring the community in. Okay. Don't have nav yet, so that's expected. The override is pretty good. We got a big curve coming up here. We'll see how it does there. But I think it'll do well.
Do you know which model years or is it Gen 1?
I think it's 22 to 24. Right?
Yes, I think so.
Oh,
They sold what, like 300k Rivians? So, if they sold 300k Rivians, how many of them want openpilot? I imagine a good chunk of them. Chevy Volt is, we're in 1% of Chevy Volts. Can we be in 1% of Rivians? I think so. Maybe more than 1%. Openpilot's a bit indecisive there. The Rivian has so much torque, you can see like what openpilot really wants to do. In some cars, openpilot seems a bit smoother just because the car can't actually do what openpilot wants. Yeah, you can see it's like, it's kind of thinking about this, so we'll nudge it over. But otherwise, I don't know, it's very smooth. Very smooth control.
I think this is a far cry from the video that we saw on X.
Yeah, whole Mars blog. You can. There you go. We spent a day on this. What do you think? I think you can diss on us for some certain stuff, but like, you want to look at our car stack. We spent a day on this. Harold shipped torque control, and his team shipped really fantastic like live learning for this stuff, and it just works. Like, this is really excellent lateral control, and we spent essentially no time on it. Like, how much time did you spend on this too? You just looked at the values that I output.
I just
put them in.
I just fixed the test and changed the values. Yeah.
Like, our car stack is so beautiful. Casper's right now working on shipping LagD, which is a daemon that'll learn the lateral steering actuator delay online, which is actually quite important for lateral control. So once we ship that, on many of the openpilot platforms, we will have learned essentially all of the parameters to do the lateral control, which is really incredible. You saw how long it took Tesla to ship FSD on the Cybertruck. This Rivian community port was like a work in progress for a while, but it's like, open source contributors working part-time on it. And then, we got it in, we fixed up the tune a bit. But this is well within what somebody in the community could have done and just look at these values. We just gotta like productionize this a little better so it's obvious what to do. But yeah, super easy to port any car to openpilot. If it's got CAN. I'm really excited about doing some of the Chinese EVs. I was looking at the BYD port today. I want to get that shipped. I think after we do this round of like, we'll do Rivian, Tesla, Ford Mach-E, we we've also got a Subaru. What are the angle cars called?
Somebody just asked about the Subaru 2022s.
Yeah. So we got a Subaru. The research team is a couple guys in the research team are working on that for the hackathon. So we should get that shipped. I'll take the exit here back to the office. Lane change is very smooth. Normal open pilot lane change. Do you want to try to switch to experimental mode? We can show you guys this is very much a work in progress. So that was like the good stuff. This is the experimental stuff. We'll just see what it feels like. Go in the settings.
Just need to reboot it.
Yeah, just restart openpilot. But yeah, this is the experimental stuff. We'll drive out in Old Town a little bit, show you guys experimental mode in the Rivian to give you a taste of what's possible. But
Yeah, somebody just asked how difficult getting longitudinal on the Rivian would be, but
it's the set speed. It's just the set speed.
Yeah.
So we should get the radar this weekend. Set speed. It's a silly one. Did we actually check the tech info to make sure the dash is wired to the whatever ECU is doing the ACC? Okay, and then let's switch to experimental mode. All right, let's try it out. Let's try out this red light. So now openpilot is doing the longitudinal control. It's going fast. Yeah, it didn't see it. There's another Rivian right here, but they wish they had openpilot. Oh, now we're going too slow. Okay, so the Rivian has a minimum engaged speed of 20 miles an hour if you don't have a lead, which is a little annoying. But we'll see if we can find a lead up here. Or we can get up to 20. So yeah, this is, take it over here. So it's like, a Rivian doing city driving. It's a little, it's experimental mode, we're working on it. So once experimental mode works, it'll come to your Rivian. It's a very complete open pilot port. Any other questions? Anything about release?
somebody just asked when the Mach-E support is coming.
Tomorrow we're gonna do the stream. We haven't
Yeah.
tried it out yet. Have we even done the install?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, we're doing one car a day. Okay, didn't see that stop sign either. Okay, so Rivian longitudinal control, we haven't done any tuning on yet. So this is very much a work in progress.
But if it took a day just to fix the lateral,
Well, okay. The longitudinal needs a lot of work from the policy to the... we don't have any auto tuning for longitudinal. The longitudinal stack is much less mature than the lateral stack.
yeah.
The lateral stack is incredibly mature. We have end-to-end lateral, we have lateral controls. Longitudinal is, we have some reports for it, but the policy isn't. You guys are doing experimental mode.
Somebody asked when the next open pilot update is coming out.
Next week, 098. It's a big update. A lot of car stuff. We got the new Toyota Tune. We got all these new cars coming in. It's a busy day in Old Town. A lot of system stuff to prepare for bigger models. So we have the Tinygrad runner. So we have a full Tinygrad stack running the models on device. We kicked all the camera processing off. So this picture you see here, it looks just like your Comet 3X on release, but it's not done using the GPU, which means you have way more time to run bigger models on the GPU. And while we're not running those bigger models, it just means your device runs cooler, which is pretty cool. It's like half a watt less power, which is really significant. Your device runs much cooler. Maybe we'll put some plots in the blog post.
Spectre wants to know if it can go below the minimum engage speed once you already engage.
I don't think so, right? I can't even engage here behind this lead. We'll have to look into this. Maybe we can fix this with OP long.
I'm pretty sure we can somehow tell it that it's okay to engage at all speeds.
But yeah,
We
to
did
give you
some
guys some
Tesla.
context, usually we spend at least a few weeks on a port. Ports get easier over time, but the community spent a whole bunch of time getting the initial stuff working. It's only been in our hands for a day. So you see what you have now, and you can expect quite a bit more once we put some more time into it.
Somebody asked, they want us to show them the Model Y with the higher torque, just doing turns, but it's not really the actuation. That's not the limiting factor at this point. We need to get MLSim merged, and it'll be able to simulate turns much more accurately. So
Yeah.
They can do turns better.
If you go to Yassine's talk, Yassine's Comic-Con talk on YouTube, they'll probably have some tiny sim videos where, like, if you just... So our reprojective simulator doesn't produce, like, very realistic images of turns, right?
Yeah.
So the models trained in that simulator aren't going to do turns very well. Let's see, this is pretty steep and we'll have a lead. Let's see if we can do this. This is like a good experimental test. Yeah, look, so there's no lane lines. This is really where experimental mode and openpilot really, really shine. This car's driving off the lane lines. Oh, okay, so we're going around this person. Okay, that's good, that's good. Yeah, this is a lot of torque. It's still not planned properly. Okay. I suspect it should do fine the rest of the way here, though. Okay. Yeah, okay. Let's see if it should stop at the stop sign in a sec. No, we need to tune this better. Okay. We'll spend some time on longitudinal tuning for you guys. But this will be an openpilot master if you want to try it out. That roadway is blocked. Let's go over here. And we'll head back to the ops. Otherwise, I think that's it. We'll be back tomorrow in the Mach-E and maybe the Subaru, if the Subaru is looking good. Do we have any other interesting cars? Maybe Sunny. Maybe we'll do a segment with Sunny on the Hyundais.
Mm-hmm.
If you have a Hyundai and it was ported recently, it was probably Sunny. So you have him to thank. Any other good questions? How many people do we have?
117.
Cool. Anybody looking to buy a Rivian? Anybody waiting for this and going to buy a Rivian? Sorry, not going to buy a Rivian. Going to buy a Comet 3X for your Rivian.
Somebody wants the Rivian in the EU.
Rivian in the EU? Do they not ship there?
No, I don't think so, right?
Oh. I mean, it's a pretty nice car, actually. It feels like the Accord. It looks better. I don't know, it doesn't feel like a $150,000 car. But it is nice. It's just not like that nice. Very unique, though.
Somebody asked about Connect/Web.
Connect/Web.
Yeah,
Are you interested in coming to work on Connect/Web? Are you good at Connect/Web? You want somebody like really good? Do you want to like write streaming? Can you write like a mega reliable flasher for your device? Can you? Or are they just interested in using Connect/Web?
I think they're just asking about updates.
Oh, updates to it. Oh yeah, Cameron's working on it. Yeah, we should see some movement on that soon.
Yeah, we just open sourced the website, so that's a big.
Oh yeah, if you ever want to do something on the website,
yeah, you can fix it yourself.
fix it yourself. There's some stuff we're just not going to spend time on because we're going to spend time on making your driving better. But if you want to spend time on it, you are free to. And if you put time into it, we will certainly spend time to review your stuff. That's kind of the contract that we have with our contributors.
And somebody asked about the Bolt. We have a guy in research for the hackathon. He's going to improve the steering tuning.
Wei Xing is working on the Bolt, actually, yeah. Wei Xing is working. Look at all these Rivians around San Diego. I bet they all want Comet 3Xs. We should put a little flyer on their windshield. Coming soon.
Local business.
I don't know. You guys want to talk about? I guess we already talked about Lucas's project. Mike, you want to talk about your project a bit?
Yeah, I mean, I'm helping Lucas with the Raider right now, and then once that wraps up, I'm going back to the Tesla, where I want to try to get the headlights to wink on command. So you have both of your headlights on, and then you want to sort of wink at someone, where you just turn off one of the lights. We'll see if we can get that going tomorrow.
Nice.
All right, let's see if we can get experimental mode. So this is real tricky, actually. The MLSim models are a lot better at this, actually. Like navigating around stuff in the city, just generally planning around these laneless situations. Rivian just doesn't want to engage. It really has. It's quite strict about this. All right, we'll fix it. We'll fix it if we can. Otherwise, I mean, it's an incredibly solid port for like general highway driving. But it should be very, very capable for experimental mode. Aside from this 20-mile-an-hour limit, which is slightly frustrating.
Somebody wants to know about the F-150 Lightning support. That should be the same platform as the Mach-E.
Yes. Mach-E is F-150, F-150 Lightning, and Mach-E. And I think a couple other cars already in openpilot. I forgot what they're called. But I think there's like 2 more models we also support. So all of those will get supported at the same time. It's the Ford Q4 platform. If you want to buy your harness and get ready, go ahead and go buy a Ford Q4 harness on the website and buy your Comet 3X. I mean, no promises. You know, we're gonna try to fit it in this release, but you know, no promises. It already works though. The forks have it enabled. All the codes in openpilot. We just have to verify it, polish it up a bit.
Oh, the Explorer, I think.
Explorer. That sounds about right. That sounds right.
Somebody's going to be excited for the Kia Carnival.
Kia Carnival, yeah. Yeah, Chris is working on it. He's working real hard on it. We got him working on refactors. Refactors at a hackathon. That is my kind of hackathon. All right, guys. Any final questions? Any final questions? Good look, looker. Oh, somebody's coming out. It's that way, sure.
Yep, release next month.
Oh, there's Greg. Release next month. No, this month.
This month.
Next week. This month. Right.
Yeah, I think that's it for the questions.
Is it? We really didn't get many questions. Great job, guys. That's not a question. Okay, let's see. The whole point of the company was self-driving for everyone. That is not the whole point. The point is solve self-driving cars. We want to push on the high end. It happens to be advantageous to support all these cars, but you know, we don't really care about supporting your 2016 Corolla. You can if you want. Like, we're gonna open source it. It should just be an HTMX. If you want to come here and work on it and write an HTMX, that's fine. If you make good stuff, you know, that's what matters. Should be sitting in a fucking room spending time on a Toyota. Some of them are supported, but you don't want that. I promise you don't want that. What we've been working on recently is getting data ingestion up, trying to train our reliability up to ship you MLSIM. You really, really, really want MLSIM. Because then we can throw a lot of compute, a lot of data at the problem, and you'll have dramatically better openpilot.
I really want to continue.
Let's do. Wow, you guys are. All right. Cool. I think that's it. Thanks for joining, guys. Anything to share with Aptera or Tello? I don't know what Tello is. I only got to ask Aptera. Steering fix, non-linear steering fixes when? For which car?
I think the GMs.
The GMs. Oh. Yeah, I mean, like Shane said, Wishing's working on it. Yeah, we'll show you guys the outside of the. We'll show you what it looks like from the outside. Do we? Is there? How do you turn this car off? You don't. It's like a Tesla. Okay. Yeah, looks pretty good on the outside. This is a Comet 3X in the R1T. Looking good.
So where have you tried to
And the team that brought it to you.
see the bus?
So, thanks for joining, guys. We'll see you tomorrow in the Mackie